If life is finally okay, why does your body still feel like something is wrong? Why can't you relax? Why do you still feel on edge, restless, unable to settle, even when there's no crisis happening right now? You've done the work. You've pushed through hard seasons. You've survived things people don't even know about. So why, when life should feel easier, does your body still feel tight, still braced, still waiting for the other shoe to drop? I'm Kathleen Flanagan, and I'm an emotional freedom guide, and I help high-achieving women who look like they have it together on the outside, but secretly feel overwhelmed, disconnected, and exhausted on the inside. And today I'm going to show you why this happens and give you a simple practice you can do just in a couple of minutes that can help your body begin to soften. So stay with me until the end, because this may explain something you've been blaming yourself for. I hear women say all the time, nothing is wrong, so why do I feel like this? And maybe that's you. Life isn't on fire. There's no emergency, no obvious crisis, and yet you can't even exhale. You can't settle. You feel like you're waiting, bracing, holding, and tight inside. And because nothing looks wrong on the outside, you start thinking maybe something is wrong with you. Maybe you're too sensitive. Maybe you should be over this by now. Maybe you just need to try harder. No, that's not it. Because your body doesn't respond to logic. Your body responds to safety. And for a lot of women, especially the strong ones, the woman who hold it together, the woman who became the dependable one, the fixer, the one who never fell apart, your body learned something very powerful. It learned brace first, protect first, hold first, stay ready. Even when the danger is gone, even when life changes, even when things get better, your body may still be living like something could happen. And that's why you can't relax. Not because you're broken, not because you're doing life wrong, but because your body learned survival. You don't have to be in crisis to live like you're in one. Your body may still be embracing. Look at that for a second, because some of you needed to hear that. You don't have to be in crisis to live like you're in one. That's what bracing feels like. And some women do it so often, they don't even realize they're doing it. So let me ask you something. Right now, are your shoulders lifted? Is your jaw tight? Is your stomach clenched? Are you holding your breath without realizing it? Are your thoughts racing? That's not random. That's your body talking. That's what I call bracing. And it often becomes so normal, and you don't even notice it anymore. And some women wake up bracing, work bracing, drive bracing, sleep bracing, live bracing, and you wonder why you're exhausted. You may not be anxious because something is not wrong right now. You may feel anxious because your body got used to living like something could go wrong. That changes everything. Because now, instead of blaming yourself, you begin understanding what your body needs. And here's what your body needs first. Safety, not force. Not fixing, not pushing, safety. Because relaxation is not something you force. Relaxation happens when the body gets the message. I don't have to hold on right now. And I want to talk a little bit deeper on this because in the month of May, I stopped moving altogether. Now, I was still rebuilding my website and I was still moving and getting my course together, finalizing it, tweaking it, that kind of thing. And I spent the whole month wondering if I was ever going to come out of wherever I was because my body had gone into trauma. And I had Brianna Myers on the show last week, and she really explained a lot about how our body doesn't work the way our mind works. The body takes its time, and that was the biggest thing that I realized last month was I couldn't take anything. I really couldn't. Sal was out of town for the month, so that was a good thing. I needed that entire month not to be dealing with anything. Now I had, a cat who's torturing another cat. That was fun to deal with. He got a lot of water with the water bottle, but the whole point was I just sat there and started to really understand more about what was going on with me and what was going on in my body. That just because I'm moved through grief and my father's death and look at all that, that didn't mean my body healed yet. I was moving, I was emotionally healing, I was healing up here. I did a 90-day detox to get rid of whatever else, but my body still wasn't healing. Not the way it needed to heal. Yes. Did I lose weight? Yes. Do I feel better? Yes. Am I eating a little differently? Yes. But that's not healing the body. That wasn't healing. I was preparing my body for more healing to come in. And what I've been noticing in the last couple of days is there's a quieter, calmer stillness inside. And I know it's because I've given myself the space to rest, to be, to heal. Because I realized I needed to feel safe first. Now, I did go out in the world and I did do things, and that wasn't a problem. But I also became extremely, extremely fatigued by the time I came home. It was like I would hit a wall. And I mean, it was like I literally bounced into a wall and hit it. And it was like, I have to go to bed now. And then I would go down and I'd be out for 8 hours and I'd wake up and I'd be refreshed and I'd go through the same thing the next day. Like I was fine. Everything was good. Everything's moving forward. And then I hit that brick wall and down I went. And I allowed my body to do that. I didn't judge it. I didn't piss at it. I didn't do any of that. I just allowed it to happen. And I gave myself plenty of grace in the process. Because the one thing we don't do, aside from resting and not moving and stopping the monkey mind up here, is we don't give ourselves permission to do anything. I mean, we just think, well, I'm just, a slacker if I'm just sitting here resting. But see, we're beings. We're human beings. That means we have to be. If we were human doers, that'd be a different story. But we're human doers right now. We're not human beings. So we need to be. And it's in the quietness, in the stillness, in the not judging yourself, not beating yourself up, not doing anything, but just if you want to have a cup of tea, have a cup of tea and enjoy it. Take a bath. Sit there and be a boob. play a computer game, watch TV. I don't care what you do. Just stop and stop the mind and just know it's okay. Because this little bit of feeling that I'm feeling on the other side of this thing from the month of May is like, wow, who is this person on the inside? Because there's a calmness I've never, ever, ever felt in my life, ever. And it's like I'm just being Kathleen Flanagan, whatever that was, whoever she is, I'm just being her. And I think it's pretty exciting because for the first time in my life, I'm at peace in a way I've never, ever thought I would be. And a friend of mine sent me a video about their 7 types of rest. And I think I did all 7 types of rest because it was, it was body, mind, spirit, emotional. I don't know, whatever else. There was 3 or 4 other ones. And when I watched, I was like, yep. Every single one of them, I was in it. Even the ones I didn't even know I needed, I was in it. So it was a complete shutdown. So I'm giving you permission to start just being okay with where you are. Yes, you have families. Yes, you have kids. Yes, you have husbands and spouses and that kind of thing. But you know what? You also have a mouth and you can ask for the time. Just ask. Just say, honey, I just need a little bit of time. And give yourself, even if it's just 5 minutes, give yourself time to breathe, to rest, to stop. Because that's the only way the body's going to feel safe is when you stop, when it starts observing that there's nothing around you to harm you. Because as long as you're running, it's protecting you. I've lived my whole life this way. I didn't even know I was living my life this way until I got here. When my father died is when I really started to see how traumatized I was. Because, when Spirit said, you are free to walk about the cabin, and I'm no longer looking over my shoulder, and I didn't even know I was looking over my shoulder, but I did. And even Brianna Myers talked about that last week, about how we start getting conditioned, and it's so natural that we just think it's who we are, and it's part of what we do. And it's not who we are. It's not what we do. So you have to give yourself that grace. And writing is probably one of the best things you can do. I mean, I journal a lot. I write a lot. I listen a lot. I'm quiet a lot. And, when my one cat starts beating up on torturing the other one, he stalks him is what he does. And Marco gets all meh kind of thing. And I get it. He's frustrated because he lives here and he's allowed to be here. And Shadow comes along and just stalks him. And we don't know why he stalks him. He just does. That's not bothering me as much as it did in the month of May. In the month of May, I just was ready to get rid of the cat altogether because it was like, I can't deal with this. I can't deal with the bullying. I can't deal with anything. And now it's not so bad because it's a cat. I don't know, I don't understand cats. I've had them my whole life. I love cats. But, there are behaviors I see that I don't even know anything about. So I'm letting it go. And I've learned to release so much more. And in that release is when you start finding you. That's powerful. Like, I think I've always known she was there. I just couldn't find her. And now she's starting to surface, like it's okay to come up. It's like it's okay for this really sensitive person to come up and let the world see her. And in that process, I started making a lot of decisions too. Like, what irritates me? What doesn't? Who do I want to associate with? Who do I need for friends? I really started looking further and deeper into that part of my being because it was okay to finally ask and finally say, I don't have to just accept people to be my friend, even if they irritate me. So I have friends. I don't need that. I realized a lot of things. I mean, it was like I was growing up in the process. That's what it felt like too. Like I was maturing in a way that I've never understood, and I think it was more that I'm facing me. I'm being with me. I'm enjoying me. Big difference. It's a big difference. I'm doing the things that make me feel good. And if I'm in the middle of something, it's like I'm either going to finish it or I'm going to say, okay, I need to take a break, and I walk away for days. I do that. It's like I'm just finding my rhythm. Wouldn't that be nice to find your rhythm? Even if you're in the crazy, hectic, mad world, you can still be peace with that, because I always wanted to have peace in, what was it? Stillness in the chaos. And I'm beginning to feel like I know what that means now. It was always a dream. It was always something I wanted to do, was to have the quiet stillness inside of chaos. And I didn't know how to do that because I was chaotic. And now I'm beginning to understand how to do that. And that's what I'm bringing to you. These are the gifts that I have, that I've lived, I've walked, and I'm still walking through it. I'm not on this. I'm not above you. I'm not beyond you. I might be a few steps ahead of you, but it's my clarity, and it's what I'm bringing to the world, because the world needs to understand this. We need to get back into remembering who we truly are, which are spiritual beings having a human experience, not a human being who's maybe spiritual, because we all are. We all come from the same source. So if this is hitting home, stop bracing, because I want you to know I'm talking to the right woman. And if you're realizing, wow, this is me, and you want a simple place to start, I created a free resource called the Light Activation Guide. And it's designed to help you to begin reconnecting with yourself in simple, gentle ways without adding more overwhelm. The link is below, so go ahead and grab it there, because it's free. And because sometimes healing doesn't start with doing more. It starts with coming back to yourself. So let me give you something practical and not theory. Something you can actually do. And it takes about 2 minutes. This is not about forcing yourself to relax. This is about giving your body a different signal. So let's do this together right now. Put your hand on your heart and take in a deep breath. And have your exhale longer. Drop your shoulders and say, I am safe right now. Two minutes. That's all it is. Okay, now put your hand on your heart and one on your belly. And just notice. No judgment. No fixing. Just notice. Now. Drop your shoulders. Let your jaw soften. Take a gentle breath in and exhale slower than you inhaled. Again, inhale and exhale. And softly say to yourself, I am safe right now. Again, I am safe right now. One more time. I am safe right now. Feel what shifted. even if it's small. Even if all you noticed was a little softness. That matters. Because you're not forcing relaxation. You're teaching your body something new. That it doesn't have to hold so hard right now. And if this conversation feels like something you've needed for a long time, where you don't have to explain why you feel exhausted, why you feel overwhelmed, why you can't relax even when life looks okay, I want you to know you don't have to do this alone. And that's exactly why I created the I Am the Light Sanctuary. It's my school community, a place for women like you, women who are tired of holding everything together by themselves, women who want real support, real conversations, real tools, and a safe place to come back to themselves. Inside the community, we go deeper. We do practice like this. We have conversations like this. And I walk with you in the process. So if you're ready for support, come join me. The link is below. And today we talked about why you can't relax. And maybe for the first time, you understand. It's not because you're broken. Your body learned to brace. And that means it can learn something new. So if today helped, go and download the Light Activation Guide. It's my free gift to help you begin. And if you know you're tired of doing this alone, then come join me inside the I Am the Light Sanctuary, because healing happens differently when you're supported. And next week, I'm taking this deeper because sometimes your body doesn't feel safe. And you don't even realize it. And that changes everything. So until next time, take a breath, drop your shoulders, and remind your body, I am safe right now. If you liked what you saw today, feel free to like and subscribe to my channel. Be sure to download the Light Activation Guide. It's a real simple tool to just start coming back to yourself. If you know anyone that you feel that could use this, then please feel free to give them the link. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you. And I want you to come back into the comfort of you, of who you truly are, and bringing your beautiful gifts to the world. Once again, thank you for being here. I will see all of you next Tuesday at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And from my heart to yours, I hope you have a fabulous week.